Good day. Our topic for today is all about micro, small, and medium enterprises. MSME define any business activity or enterprise engaged in industry, agribusiness, and/or services, whether single proprietorship, cooperative, partnership, or corporation whose total assets, inclusive of those arising from loans but exclusive of land on which a particular business entity's office, plant, and equipment are situated, must have value falling under the following categories. MSME classification: microenterprise with an asset size of up to 3 million and a number of employees from 1 to 9 employees. For small enterprises with an asset size of 3 million and 1 pesos to 15 million and a number of employees from 10 to 99 employees. For medium enterprises with an asset size of 15 million and 1 peso to 100 million and a number of employees from 100 to 199 employees. Eligibility for government assistance: first, duly registered with the appropriate agencies as presently provided by law. Second, 100% owned, capitalized by Filipino citizens, 60% if juridical entity. Third, a business activity within the major sector of the economy, industry, trade and services, tourism, agriculture production. Next, it must not be a branch, subsidiary, or division of a large-scale enterprise. With 99.5% of all establishments in the Philippines being MSMEs, it cannot be denied that they are a significant factors impacting economic growth, as MSMEs accounts for the employment of 62.8% of the country's workforce. Microenterprise with a total of 806,609 establishment or 89.5%. Small enterprise with 86,367 establishment or 9.6%. Medium enterprises with total establishments of 3,863 or 0.4% with a total establishment of 896,839 or 99.5%. This large volume covers the wide range of industries, from wholesale and retail to automotive repair, accommodations and food services, manufacturing, and also financial services. Micro, Small, and Medium Enterprise Development Council. The council shall be headed by the Secretary of Trade and Industry as chairman and may elect from among themselves a vice chairman to preside over the council meetings in the absence of the chairman. The members shall be the following: Secretary of Agriculture, Secretary of the Interior and Local Government, Secretary of Science and Technology, Secretary of Tourism, Chairman of Small Business Corporation, three representatives from the MSME sectors to represent Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao, one representative from the labor sector to be nominated by accredited labor groups, and representative from the private banking sector. Power and functions of MSME Development Council: first, to help establish the needed environment and opportunities conducive to the growth and development of the MSME sector. Second, to recommend to the President and the Congress all policy matters affecting MSMEs. Third, to coordinate and integrate various government and private sector activities relating to MSME development. Next, to review existing policies of government agencies that would affect the growth and development of MSMEs and recommend changes to the President and Congress through the Committee on Economic Affairs of the Senate or Committee on Small Business and Entrepreneurship Development of House of Representatives. Next, to monitor and determine the progress of various agencies geared towards the development of the sector. Next, to provide the appropriate policy coordinative frameworks in assessing relevant government agencies in coordinations with the NEDA and the Coordinating Council for the Philippine Assistance Program as may be necessary in the tapping of local and foreign funds for MSME development. Next, to promote the productivity and viability of MSMEs by way of directing and or assisting relevant government agencies and institutional act at the nation, regional, or province level or provincial level. Next, Barangay Micro Business Enterprises. Under the Barangay Micro Business Enterprises Law, the Barangay Micro Business Enterprise refers to any business enterprise engaged in production, processing, or manufacturing of products including agro-processing, as well as trading and services with total assets of not more than 3 million pesos. Under Barangay Microbusiness Law, however, a business or service provider in connection with the exercise of his or her profession who is professionally duly licensed by the government after passing a government licensure examination such as accountant, lawyers, or doctors is not eligible for registration. Exemptions to Barangay Microbusiness Enterprise registration, a branch, subsidiary, division, or office of a wide-ranging enterprise as well as its policies and business modus operandi are not controlled by such enterprise or by the persons who don't own or are not employed of said enterprise is also excluded from Barangay Microbusiness Enterprise registration. Incentives for Barangay Microbusiness Enterprise registration. First, taxes and fees exemptions from the income derived from the operations of the enterprise. Barangay Microbusiness Enterprise are given the privilege by local government units for either reduced payment of or exemption from local taxes, fees, and charges. Exemptions from the coverage of minimum wage law. Employees of the Barangay Microbusiness Enterprise shall have the same entitled to all benefits such as Social Security, healthcare benefits as regular employees. Entitled to the special credit window set up by the following financial institutions: Land Bank, Development Bank of the Philippines, Small Business Guarantee and Financial Corporations, and so on. Next, Technology Transfer, Production and Management Training and Marketing Assistance Program for Barangay Micro Business Enterprise recipient. How to register a Barangay Micro Business Enterprise. Any person, cooperative, or association that owns an enterprise that matches the qualifications of a Barangay Micro Business Enterprise may register or renew its registration with the Office of the Treasurer of the city or municipality that has the jurisdictions for the business. Basic requirements for new Barangay Microbusiness Enterprise applications or renewal of registration, duly filled out application form in 3 copies, signed by the owner or manager of the entity applying for registration, and 3 passport-size ID pictures. Additional requirements: for those with assets worth 300,000 pesos and less, business registration from appropriate government agency and mayor's permit. For those with assets worth more than 300,000 pesos up to 3 million pesos. Additional requirements: build out a Barangay Micro Business Enterprise Form 01 in 3 copies and submit to the office of the municipality or city treasurer that has jurisdiction to the business. Wait for the evaluations of the municipal or city treasurer. For the Barangay Micro Business Enterprise application, it shall take 15 working days to process the application upon receipt of complete documents. Claim the certificate of authority that shows proof of Barangay Micro Business Enterprise registration. The Barangay Micro Business Enterprise registration is valid up to 2 years and subject for renewal every 2 years. DTI has come up with the 7 M's to help you set up your own business and be a smarter entrepreneur to earn more. This can equip you in making a difference in the market while contributing to the larger cause of sustaining the Filipino entrepreneurial revolution. First, mindset change. Embrace the right and positive entrepreneurial attitude that will carry you through the vibrant entrepreneurial journey. With DTI's Negosyo Center, seminars, and SMEs Brewing Academy, and the Kapatid Mentor Me program, DTI infuse an entrepreneurial mindset that is success and innovation driven, collaborative, and proactive. Mastery. Negosyo centers of DTI teach you to master the know-how and how-tos of entrepreneurship, from what you need to set up a business, basic rules of spotting market opportunities, finding your product positioning and differentiation, product development, market development, basic business finance and plan preparation, as well as developing a system for continuous innovation. For mentoring, Department of Trade and Industry continuous business guidance in partnership with the private sector members like the Go Negosyo. Money, the Department of Trade and Industry give access to funding through DTI's P3 micro programs, in cooperations with SB corporations or connect you to microfinance institution to help you out with financing, whether you're setting up a business or if you want to expand. Machine. Department of Trade and Industry not only with the must-have knowledge on equipment and right tools to ensure quality productions under the shared service facilities program, you can also use this to level up your productions and increase productivity. With innovations, you and your fellow entrepreneurs can produce more products more efficient. Market access, Department of Trade and Industry, promote your products through provincial and national trade fairs, one town, one product, shows go local, retail store concept in major malls, and the internationally recognized fame exhibit. Next, model of negosyo. Department of Trade and Industry give you different business ideas to help you get into business, from traditional enterprises to direct selling and franchising. DTI also teach you livelihood skills like baking, soap making, etc. at the Go Negosyo or Negosyo Center.